In this lesson, we're going to be learning Brokedown Palace. I've gotten several requests for this tune. Adrienne Young is one artist that's done it, but the original performers and writers of this tune was the Grateful Dead. We're going to learn it starting with an A chord, and we got our capo on the 2nd fret. This is more the Adrienne Young version. They're the same pretty much, but the Grateful Dead play in a different key. If you want to play that version, they start on a G major chord, okay? So, got our capo at the 2nd fret. Sounds like this in the beginning. This is the first part. It's like a little intro. Vocals come in here. That's the first half of the beginning. In the beginning, it's kind of an interesting arrangement. The first, I guess I'd call it a verse, is basically, it has its own chord progression, and then you never hear it again. So it's kind of an intro, but there's vocals in it, there's lyrics and stuff, so it kind of makes it feel like a verse. So anyway, so that little intro of 2 bars, referring to your tab there, is an A chord. I'm barring. And then we're using a little sus4 at the end of it by just putting our 2nd finger down on the 3rd fret. So the strum pattern is down, down, up, down, 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 down. So it's mostly downstrokes. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Okay, that's the first 2 bars. Then we're into the vocals, and then it's the same strum pattern. You just stay on the A, no A sus4. Then a B minor bar chord. Then it changes a little bit here, the strum pattern. It's actually more simple. Goes to C, we do a quarter note, 2 eighth notes, G, all downstrokes. G, stay on G, D, bum, 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 bum. Okay, so what we got so far, including the 2-bar little intro. Vocals come in here. And then we move on to the second part of this, okay? Which is, it goes back to an A. So after the D, then we're back to the A. And the original strum pattern, but with no A sus4. So it's a bar of A. And then we go to E minor. Then C, same strum pattern, and then D. So that's A, same strum pattern, E minor, C, D. Okay, so let's take a look at the whole intro there. So it starts out with our A to A sus4. 2 bars of that. Then we're A, B B minor, bar chord, C, G, stay on G, D, A, E minor, C, and D. And that's going to lead us into a transition, I call it, a transition part, that's G. Okay, and this sounds like this. We're going to do this 4 times. And then it leads into a verse. So all I'm doing there, it's the same strum pattern as the beginning. Down, down, up, down, 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 down. Now right there, I'm just switching to a C add 9 chord. And all you have to do, you got to play your G like this with the pinky on the E string. Bluegrass style kind of G. And then you just move these 2 fingers down to play your C add 9. That's all you got to do. So it's down, down, up, down, 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 down. You do this 4 times. And that leads us into the main verse that's going to repeat throughout. There's just really two other parts that we have to deal with. So let's just take a look at that next. So now let's take a look at the verse. The verse is going to start on G. It's the same strum pattern. Down, down, up, down, 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 C for bar. Now G, E minor, C, G. Okay, and then there's a little lick at the end. So let's slow this down a little bit. So we got G major for a bar, C major for a bar, G for half a bar to E minor for the other half of that bar, and then C for half a bar and G major for half a bar. Okay, so let's break it down. G, then we go C, same strum pattern, normal thing. Here it changes a little bit. It goes G, so it's down, 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 E minor, down, down. So down, 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 down. And then we go C, C, G. And there's a little lick. So it's C, C, G, and then open and a hammer on the 2 on the A string, and open and a hammer on the 2 on the D string. Just like that. And then it goes back to G. Then our strum pattern for the second half of the verse is basically all quarter notes, really easy. And it goes G to B minor, to C, G, C add 9, G, G, A, C, C, G. And then this little bluegrassy like lick going into the chorus. So let's do the whole verse. G, C, G to E minor, C, C, G, lick, G, now just quarter notes, B minor, C, G, C add 9, G, A, C, C, G. And this little lick going into the chorus is 3 on the E string, open A, 1, 2. It's part of that country scale that we learned a while back. Or if you haven't gotten to that part yet, you'll recognize it when you study the country scale lesson. But it comes from the country scale. Okay, so that leads us into the chorus. So let's take a look at that next. Okay, so for the chorus, really simple strum pattern, all downstrokes for the most part, quarter notes, and it starts on G. So we're coming out of this lick, G, B7 chord, 2, 1, 2, open, 2. Really cool chord progression here. G, B7, C, C, G, A, G, G, A, C, C, G, C add 9, and then back to G. And then we do that little transition for 2 bars before it goes into the next verse. And then it just, from there, it just repeats the verse, chorus, with this little transition thing maybe in between. But one more time with the chorus. So we got G, B7, C, G, A, G, G, A, C, C, G, C add 9, G. Now we're back to our little transition. And then from there it would go into another verse, chorus. Okay, the only other thing is at the very end of the tune, it just plays these chorus, the last 2 bars of the chorus chords as half notes. So it just G, you'll see that there in your tab labeled chorus tag at the end. A, C, G. And you just kind of retard that, you kind of slow it down, and just let those chords ring out. And that's it for Brokedown Palace. And you'll notice in there, it just goes back and forth between those 2 parts. They take turns soloing with different instruments over those chord progressions. Really cool tune, pretty basic chords, open chords, and that's pretty much it. That's Brokedown Palace by the Grateful Dead and Adrienne Young.